Welcome to the live replay, everyone. Today is August 28th, and we're going to be hopefully finishing off December, which is the final month in Janelle's custom bullet journal. So let me just get things set up here and show you where we're at, and then we'll get into December. Thanks for the likes, Sarah. Welcome here, you guys. Thanks for joining. I am just starting up. Oh, thank you guys for all the likes. I appreciate that. I always go and sprinkle in a few likes on my own other account just to kind of cheat and get the live off the ground. Hey, Ash. How are you? All right, so this is where we left off. We did our December title page, the little like calendar page, favorite moments page, and then we started the weekly spreads, and our next step is to kind of figure out what we're gonna put up in this space over here and then this one down here. I know there's not a lot of people yet, but let me just show you what we did. So we've used this weekly spread twice before because we've been cycling through weekly spreads every 4 months. So the first time that we used this weekly spread was in April, and this is what we did. Just April in big colored calligraphy, and then a little doodle at the bottom so that she still has space to write like a highlight of the week, a quote, a verse, something like that. The next time that we used this weekly layout was in August, and we did a very similar thing, except for at the top here we had the title and a doodle because the title was smaller, whereas in April we had just the title because it was so big. And then again down here just a couple of little doodles, but mostly open space for her to write down like highlights and stuff. So I'm thinking, hey Paige, oh, you changed your name. And TikTok shop. Oh, did you get into the TikTok shop program? I wish Canada had that for my own sake, just because I see people doing so well with it. But anyways, so yeah, for December, the lettering that we're using this month doesn't really lend itself to a large title up at the top. So I'm thinking maybe doodles and a stamped on title up here, and then just kind of a box like this, maybe with some like pattern or plaid or something inside of it down in the corner here for highlights or whatever she decides to use it for. Does that sound good? I know, right, Paige? It's so dumb. Like, yeah. TikTok just makes it so difficult for me to want to use it. You know, I just use it for my lives and then I get out of here because there's like no other benefit for Canadians. Okay, so January, we did this little ski lodge theme. Sylvia, welcome here, Sylvia. Thank you so much for joining. For context, Sylvia, this is a 12-month custom bullet journal for my client Janelle. We're so close to being done the final month. We do have a few things to tie up after that. We need to do the yearly spreads and fill in a few blank spreads from the beginning when she hadn't yet locked in a couple of pages. So we need to do that. We need to finish her customization, like adding her charms, and she wants to add a gold foil cover design, I think. Or was she saying that? I think she's gonna do it, but we'll see. Anyway, so we do have a few other loose ends to tie up, but today, for sure, we're going to finish December and then hopefully make some headway on those other things as well. So that was February, chocolate covered strawberries. March, Janelle requested a sushi theme. And these are the weekly spreads for March. Now that we're done, you guys, or done all the themes, you guys should let me know which one ended up being your favorite. I think April is still the front runner for me, but there have been so many good ones in this one. April, Janelle asked for a mango theme, so that's what we did here. And this layout was very inspired by Patricia over at Lettering and Me on Instagram. And then these are the weeklies for April. May, we did this little Hawaiian turtle theme. The theme prompt was Hawaii, and we decided to go this direction with it. Okay, Natalie, you and I are like on the same page here. I love April, but then when July entered the scene, Ah, there's another good contender. I really, I like so many of them. Like, I like the turtles. I like June. June is this little lavenders and bees. No, Mackenzie, we're not done with December. We're over halfway done with December. So we already know what the theme looks like and all that. We just haven't finished it. July, we did this little beach theme. This is another front runner for me. Love the favorite moments page this month where she can write down like highlights from the month, paste in a little picture or something like that. And these weekly spreads, these are for sure my favorite weekly spreads in the journal. August, the farmer's market one was so fun too. And then, so Sylvia, they're actually all sold out at the moment. I actually don't have a single physical product in stock right now, unfortunately. I will very soon have empty journals back in stock. And then in a few months, I'm going to have like pre-made journals that are like coloring book style journals in my shop. But right now, I literally have nothing. I'm sorry. September, we did this little fall leaves theme. But the full customs, I only open one at a time, once a month or less. And I just opened one on yesterday and it was snatched up. So I won't be opening another one of these for a while, possibly even like 2026. I'm not sure. Kind of depends how things start rolling once I do launch those other journals. October, we did, yes, the black marker's running out. October, we did this little calico cat theme for her. And then November was a fun one. We did this one like tutorial style, like draw with me. Oh, and Iris just sent me pictures today of how hers turned out. It turned out so cute. She's doing it for the month that her son is due to be born in. So it's got like a little blue bow instead and then like a light blue gingham. Very cute for a baby month. Favorite moments. November weeklies look like this. And then we are currently working on December. No, I haven't revealed who it is yet. I was messaging her today and she is going to try to come tonight. So I feel like I built so much suspense yesterday. Now I'm in too deep. I need to just wait until she's actually here. And then this was the favorite moments spread for December. Again, another favorite. And then what we were just talking about before is for this weekly spread. So the other 2 times we've used this weekly layout was in April. So we did like a big title, small doodle with a space to write like a highlight or a quote or something like that. And then in August, where again, we did a title and a doodle and then some doodles with space to write. So here I'm thinking we'll do some of these sort of doodles with a stamped on title. And then for this bottom corner, I'm thinking maybe no doodles and instead just do like a soft outline box like this, possibly with some like kind of plaid or gingham or something going on inside. That's kind of what I'm thinking for these pages. But let's start with the top corner here and add in some doodles. And I was working on the cover customizations today and I am really happy with how they're coming along. I know I've been complaining. It's been much more difficult for me than I expected, but it's going well now and I'm really excited to officially launch that. Early next week is my hope. But you guys, now these tariffs are just throwing such a wrench into things because like Etsy isn't even offering shipping to the States starting tomorrow. At least through USPS. I need to look into some workarounds that I've heard whispers about, but I have no idea what that's going to look like. What am I doing? Oh yeah, stamping December, drawing the doodles. What are some of my doodle options? Jar of jam, that's one. Trying to think of if I should stamp first or doodle first. I know, so part of me was like, well, I should just quickly launch them today so that everyone can get shipping labels. But then I was like, but if the tariffs actually do and everyone gets their shipping labels and then once it shows up to you, you have to pay, another I don't know, 20 bucks, let's say, or something like that. I have no idea if that's what it's going to be. I wouldn't want to do that either, you know, like get you to pay for your journal and then realize, ooh, now you have to deal with the tariff on the other end. But doodle and then stamp, stamp and then doodle. Okay. Let me think. Maybe I'll stamp and then doodle this time. I think that's probably better for this situation. Hey, Mark, welcome here. Yes, Dana, we are finishing December. Let me show you the theme. I'm just gonna stamp that. So the theme, we've been calling it a cozy breakfast theme. So like pajamas and breakfast food. We've got some pancakes, blueberries, jam, slippers, jammies, that kind of stuff. Okay, thanks, Paige. Packing, are you guys, well, you don't need to answer if you're just chilling and packing. You going on a trip? Whenever you're ready to answer, no rush. Brittany, all you've missed journal-wise is just me stamping on the first 3 letters of December, and I did a flip through. Because we have some brand new people joining us today, so I wanted to give a look at the whole journal. Texas, okay. And how far is that from where you are? Like, are you driving, flying? I don't know the state's geography very well. I know like the obvious ones in my mind, you know, like Texas, Florida, New York, I don't know. I know a handful, and I used to know all of them because I had to for school, but driving 10 hours, yeah. Yeah, that's not fun with little kids. My boys are usually pretty decent drivers because we do it a lot, but that still doesn't make it enjoyable. December. Oh, Brittany, the oh no with crying faces was about tariff stuff. Like, Etsy has been sending out announcements that they will not be providing American shipping labels to people from out of the States starting tomorrow. So I have heard whispers of workarounds with like, you know, FedEx, DHL, UPS, something like that, instead of just USPS, but I need to look into that because I want to launch these journals, but I don't even know how that's going to work for shipping to the US. Oh, Rebecca, it was sold in less than a minute. The custom journal yesterday. Crazy. I don't think I've ever had one go that fast. I know, right, Brittany? So annoying. Like, I'm finally getting my groove here with journals and actually having the journals that I've been waiting months for, and now I might not even be able to sell them. But I don't know. I feel like it'll work out. Maybe I should be more concerned, but I don't know. I feel like it'll all work out somehow. Draw some folded up pajamas over here. And we'll do some little slippers. Yeah, Rebecca, it was a full 12-month. Yep, so we've got our work cut out for us for the next little while. Prettyfuls, you know, I've been saying about a month. But honestly, that was more true at the beginning when I wasn't also selling other journals, because I have very limited work time in the day. So now that I'm having to use some of that time for also like packing empty journal orders, I don't have as much time for custom journals, so then it's been taking me more than a month. But okay, there's one page. Let's do maybe like a bottle of blueberry syrup. And then let's do some waffles over here. I didn't reveal it yet, Kim, because she didn't come yesterday and she's planning to come today. So now I'm like, well, I built the suspense yesterday unintentionally. So now I feel like I just need to wait till she's actually here, you know? So hopefully she comes today. Okay. Yeah, it takes forever outlining things. I'm so much faster when I just do marker, but sorry. If I mess up, it really depends what kind of mistake it is. Best case scenario, I can just cover it up with white gel pen. That's always like my first sort of line of defense. And then if that doesn't work, then I will cover it up with something else. So either use marker to turn it into something different, or cover it with like some kind of sticker or washi tape. Or if it's really bad, I'll cover it up with paper and do like either cover it with craft paper or cover it with dot grid paper and try to make it blend in as best I can. Whoops, sorry. Oh, hope the custom bullet journal went out yesterday and it did sell. Hey, Anahi. Welcome here. Yes, it is a fine liner. Honestly, one that I wouldn't particularly recommend. It's fine, it's just nothing standout. December's theme is cozy breakfast. So we've got pajamas and little breakfasty foods. Okay, what should I do next? Oh, what was I just thinking? Nicole, so I work on one full custom at a time and just like commit to it until it's done. But then even like as I'm working on that one, whenever I get an order, I pack it up right away. So I do the customization for like the charms. This is what I'm currently working on, nailing down. Kitty Morgan, you're right. I was going to do a sleep mask. How did you know? And then custom name pages. So I do these all the time, even if I have a bigger project on the go. But as far as like full customs, every page is hand drawn. I just do one at a time. And this is still Janelle's. I've been working on it for a while. But we are very, very close to the end. Yes, you are right. I was going to do a sleep mask. Thank you so much. And then on this side, maybe I'll do like some socks or something. That's another one of the doodles on our inspo page. Yeah, the pom-poms are so cute. Oh, and I got my next order of pom-poms in, so we are restocked. We've got tons of pom-poms ready to go for the official launch of these new journals. So I'm excited about that. Oh, hey Emma. It's been going well. Do you mean the front cover, like the gold foil? Hope yes, but I have no idea when. I just kind of open them up as I am able, and yeah, typically that has been about one a month, but as I'm offering more and more services that demand my time, like empty journals with custom features, that is kind of limiting the number of customs that I can take on. So yes, I do plan on doing more, but I have no idea when. Just fill that with jam. Yes, the front cover. Oh, Gina, you found me. I wasn't on at the beginning of the week. We were hosting family, so Monday and Tuesday, I didn't go live. We were hosting my in-laws all weekend, and then Tuesday my sister flew, Wednesday she was flying out to Italy, so we wanted to hang out on Tuesday before she left. Dragon Queen Artist, hey, how are you? It's been a while. We're still working on Janelle's journal, so I feel like I've been working on this one for a long time. You're funny, Sherry. I'm doing well. Can't complain. Aw, thanks, Amanda. Honestly, me too. Ooh, that was the last week. Okay. The theme for this one is cozy breakfast. So lots of like pajama and breakfast food type doodles. And the favorite moments page turned out so cute. We did this little like quilted look. And now we're just gonna doodle this corner and then use put some kind of box down there. Sorry, lost my train of thought. Oh, Danielle, I'm sorry. I completely ignored your other question, didn't I? fine liner. Oh yes, Staedtler. Would not recommend, I don't think. I haven't used one in a long time though, so maybe they've come out with something better. You know, I have found that the generic ones that I've gotten from like Amazon or like, not Walmart, but like Hobby Lobby or something, have been just as good as like, I used to use the Sakura Pigma Microns and they're great. Those were like, at least, I don't know if it's still this way, but when I started bullet journaling, those were like the recommendation from every bullet journaler. And they're fine, but I just found that they wore down really quickly. Like, the tips would get kind of flat and hard to use. So I've had the best luck. I think Artx, or like, you know, ARRTX. I really liked theirs. And some, oh, Mr. Pen, which you can find on Amazon. I liked theirs as well. But, oh, I can show you, Shandy. But yeah, I don't have like a ride or die fine liner that I always go with. I just kind of use whatever I can access at the moment that I need it. Hey, Ivy. How are you? Should we tell them? It was Ivy. You were right, Paige, from the start. Ivy, you were Paige's first guess. I gave such limited hints. I was like, yeah, the journal sold to someone. Well, she's here often. And we did a couple name pages for her. And then I was like, oh, wait, maybe I should wait till she's actually here to say her name. And so I really ended up building it up. But so many people guessed you right from the start. Okay, I shouldn't have used white gel pen because now I can't draw the next one. Paige, that's hilarious. Yes, it was Ivy. You guys were right. I know so many of you guys knew from the start. Okay, well, I'm gonna do this little box in the corner since I can't move on to the next page. But yay, I am so excited. I mean, I get excited anytime, but you know, when it's someone that we know, who's here all the time, it's just like so rewarding to get to do it together. Yeah, seriously, Sal. That's true. We were talking about that yesterday. And I'm hoping too that Janelle will be able to join today. I know she was thinking about coming yesterday or today to see kind of the wrap up of her journal. So Janelle, if you're here, let me know so that we can, I'd love to pick out your charms, and if you want a cover customization, you can pick that out, and the one for your daughter as well. If you're in here. And I was thinking I might add this color of like plaid. Where did we do that? Like this, inside there? I don't know. What do you guys think? Okay, I think that should be dry. I'm gonna go continue coloring. Ooh, you do have themes. Fun. Yeah, I haven't looked at Ivy's form yet. Like, I always get people to fill in a Google form. And I haven't checked hers yet, so I don't know what her themes are. If you want to say any of your themes, Ivy, you're totally welcome to. Okay, and then maybe this one I'll do... Hey, Miss Kitty Cat. Oh, yay, Dragon Queen artist. Thank you. Well, yeah, and Ivy, that is totally fine. Like, I don't know if you were here when we did Patty's journal, but Patty, she didn't choose very many of her themes ahead of time, but she was here for like every live. And then after the live, she would like send me inspiration for the next month's theme that we were going to be working on like the next day. So she just took it day by day and sent me the next theme kind of the day before. So that's totally fine too. It's not like you need to have everything, you know, figured out and ready to go at the start. We can keep, we'll be in touch throughout the whole journal. Oh yeah, right. Do this. Space theme, cute. Yeah, Ivy. Okay, when are you due, if you want to say? Anytime, okay. How exciting. And Ivy, I'm sorry, I should probably know this, but do you already know if you're having a boy or a girl? Girl! Exciting. Oh, I must, oops, threw off my pattern by not doing one here, but not really a big deal. You did, Laura. How are you? How's recovery going? All right, let's do some white gel pen here. I'm thinking put little cuffs. Oh, I wanted to color this one a little darker underneath. Aw, newborn bliss. Nice. All right, next page. Hey, Caitlin. How's it going? Welcome here. Yeah, Ivy, I'm so impressed with how fast you sniped that for being at Costco. This is I don't even remember where I got it. I got it for free from a stationery brand, and I don't recall which one. It's pretty meh as far as fine liners go, so I'm not going to give it to you as a recommendation. I don't have a specific fine liner. I don't use fine liners very much. So I'm not like ride or die with a certain one. I know that I liked the Mr. Pen ones and I know that I liked the Artex ones, but that was like years and years ago. So I really don't remember how costly they were, if they even still make them, if I would still like them, any of that. Lexi, no, we probably won't completely finish. We'll finish December. And then we have a few favorite moments spreads that we need to catch up on. And we haven't done any yearly spreads or anything. So we've got to do a few things yet. So we won't finish the whole journal, but... Oh yes, Jessica, just give me a sec. And I'm gonna say this a few times through the evening, just, you know, to make sure. But Janelle, if you're here, come say hi so that we can choose like your charms and stuff like that that are so much better to choose on camera. This is Janelle's journal that we've been working on, and she's not normally on lives because she doesn't actually have a TikTok account, but she was going to try to use her daughter's account and come join us tonight before the journal is fully done. Oh, right. Flip through, right? Right, yeah, flip through. Okay. January, we did the ski lodge theme. These are the weekly spreads that we chose. February, we did a chocolate covered strawberry theme. These are the weekly spreads for February. Lexi, like, yes and no. I get a little bit attached, like I don't want to ship it away, but then also I do get kind of tired of looking at the same journal every single day sometimes, you know, because it's like, you know, someone asking for a flip through at this point. We're in December. I flipped through this like many times every evening. So narrating the same thing every evening for like months, I'm ready for a new one, you know, but I did really enjoy this one. And so in that sense, it's hard to send it off, but mostly I'm pretty good with it. That just like sending it off just means that I get to start a new one. And that's always fun too. April, I think still my favorite one. May, we did this little Hawaiian turtles theme. And these weeklies. June, we did bees and lavender. Yeah, seriously, Nicole, the white gel pen is such a game changer. Like, it just makes everything look so much fancier. July, we did this little beachy flat lay. Oh, Janelle, Calico Cat Mom? Is that you? Thanks, Michaela and Margie. August, we did this farmer's market theme. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for joining, Janelle. I'm so glad you could make it. How are you? How are you doing at this time of night? I admire your commitment to health and sleep. I should definitely be going to sleep at 8:30, but I fear that is not in my near future. September, we did this fall leaves theme. The favorite moments page for September. Yes, Janelle, it's so funny. I feel like most of my regulars probably feel like they know you because we've been working on your journal for months and we talk about you like every day as we're working on your journal. So welcome here. October is your Calico Cat theme. No worries, Janelle. I'm just pumped that you were able to make it. And sorry for keeping you up late. If you're up for it, I would love to choose like your charms. And if you want other customizations too, we can choose that while you're still here on live. And for your daughter as well. November, we did this little teddy bear theme. This one was like a draw along with me theme. And we've got our favorite moments page and our weekly spreads for November. And Janelle, every weekly spread, we did leave you a little bit of space for like a Bible verse or a highlight from the week, or a quote or something like that. Okay, yay. I'm so glad you could make it. And then right now, Janelle, we're working on December. Last theme in your journal, and we did this little cozy breakfast theme. So we finished everything except for we were going to add a little plaid, little grid pattern to these boxes. But let me show you what I've been doing for customizations lately, Janelle, because I don't know if you've seen this or not. But what I've been working on most recently is doing the custom covers, which I have a few different. This one I need to fully iron on. I realized that when I started to peel it, it didn't quite work. Sorry, Ivy. It is going to work. I promise. Your other one did. But so one option that I have now for customization is to add like your name or something. We were thinking either down at the bottom small like this or across the side bigger. I don't have any of those ones done yet because I just did a couple this afternoon, or in the middle with like stacked calligraphy or something. So that's one option for customization. And then the other one is what you see, like the charms. So all of these people happen to choose pom-poms, but you don't need to choose pom-poms. I have a ton of charms that I can show you. So that's another layer of customization as well. So you can choose whichever you want. If you want a charm and the gold foil, we can do both. If you just want one or the other, we can do one or the other. I know yours is a little different because it's one of the old journals that doesn't have, you know, the corner design. It's got it right here. So I'm guessing it would probably work best to just do like a word underneath or something, but whatever you think. The foil is getting good. I know, I think I have that more or less figured out. I just need to lock in my one option. You know, I feel like I can't offer, do you want your name down the side or in the middle or down in the bottom corner? I need to just choose what I'm going to do and then lock it in. But I'm going to have that in an Instagram poll so that you guys can give your input. So you can stay tuned for that. So Janelle, I'm just going to go ahead and do some grid here, and then I'm going to show you my different charms, and you can think about gold foil cover customization if you want that. And then we haven't done your yearly spreads or anything, Janelle, so we won't completely finish the journal today, but I'm hopeful that we will completely finish it tomorrow afternoon. I plan to be live. So hopefully this will get done tomorrow afternoon. Then we can start Ivy's on Monday, and I really want to launch the new journals early next week, like Monday or Tuesday. But I need to give myself the weekend to figure out if this is even going to work for Americans with the whole tariff, Etsy not doing US shipping labels, all that kind of stuff. And I need to lock in those gold foil designs. So I need the weekend to sort those things out, but hopefully next week we can come in hot with that ready to go. You were right, Stevie. It is Ivy. Oh, Monday's a holiday? Wait, it's not a holiday in Canada, is it? Maybe it is. Is it? Do any Canadians know? Every day is the same to me. If it's not Christmas or Easter, I have no idea that it's a holiday until my husband's like, hey, I'm not working today. Oh, Labor Day. Nikki, love that. Honestly, like I do live very close to the border. So I have no idea if this would ever work, but it was like, you know, worst case, maybe I can just like ship out journals once every few weeks and just like drive down to the States and ship them. But I have no idea if that would work. Odie the cat, I don't fully know. I really need to like read up on it. I just kind of have had my head in the sand about lots of the tariff stuff because most of it hasn't affected me up until this point. But I did get a notification from Etsy the other day saying that starting tomorrow, they will no longer be offering US shipping labels to non-US businesses like myself. So I did hear whispers of some workarounds with like UPS, FedEx, that kind of stuff, but I have always gotten my shipping labels directly through Etsy, which makes it so much easier because I can basically just hit print instead of copying and pasting everyone's information over to like UPS's website, and it's so much more expensive, whatever. So I need to do some research into that and figure out if there's an easy workaround, if it means, I don't know, having to charge more, like not that I would have to charge more, but you guys being charged more. I would want to figure out what that's going to look like and how I can try to split it or something with you. Mrs. C usually, but sometimes I do afternoon. Like tomorrow I'm going to do afternoon. I know, Odie the cat. It's so disappointing. It's so disappointing. Oh, thank you, Helen. I love the gold foil. Can it say moments? Yes, it can. Thank you for looping me in there, because I have been letting most of those comments just pass me by while I've been doing all these lines. Okay, moments for Janelle's journal. And what I did with the ones that I was working on today was I just hand lettered them all instead of using like a font or something. I figured that was probably more special. So I'll do that on my iPad and then get the gold foil cut for you. I won't apply that tonight because it's just a lot of things that wouldn't be fun for people to watch, but I will definitely do that. Shippo. I don't know. I should see. I need to see, like, so here's the thing. I've been wanting to migrate to Shopify anyways, but again, it's just like I have tasks up the wazoo that I just don't have time for. So that's one of the many things that has been getting pushed and pushed and pushed. But if that were to be like, yeah, I can just use Shopify and they integrate smoothly with, yeah, Shippo or something like that, then I could, you know, just put a rush on getting my Shopify site up. It would probably look like garbage, but at least it would be usable. But no, Mackenzie, I'm going to do that next because I completely forgot about it. Miss Kitty Cat, they're like 1 pound, pretty much exactly. 0.6 kilograms, which would be 1.1 pounds, I believe. No, 1.3 or something. Media mail at UPS. I just wonder if that works from Canada to the States, because I feel like that's where I often get hung up. Like, what was the pirate ship or something like that? Pirate shipping? I don't know. I tried using something different not too long ago, and it just, because I didn't live in the US, it was such a headache, and it didn't, like, it ultimately ended up not working. But yeah, like I said, I need to put in some time researching how I can make this work. But no, if any of you guys have like a serious solution, I feel like I've been complaining about how little time I have. I'm sorry, I don't mean to complain. I love my life. I really appreciate all the different things that keep me busy, but I am busier than I would like. And if you have an actual solution, please message me on Instagram, because I would actually find that so incredibly helpful. But if it's just a comment in a TikTok live, it's kind of gonna disappear from my mind as soon as I'm off the live. I know, Miss Kitty Cat, like if that would actually work, but then the thing is I would have to like bring them all over the border and buy the shipping labels there, I guess. I'm less than an hour from the border. So, I mean, it's almost an hour, so it's not something I would want to do like regularly. And, you know, waiting at the border is always like a variable amount of time, so it can take a while, but to get to the border is not a huge hassle. But I don't even know like how I would work that. Oh no, Angela, I haven't heard anything about that. But yikes, charge Canadians to drive across the border? Sorry, I keep trying to look at the comments and then I start writing a comment, and that's not what I mean to do. Thank you, Chloe. So yeah, anyways, my weekend is going to be finalizing the gold foil, looking into viable shipping options to keep US shipping available as an option. And like, so yeah, Etsy isn't offering USPS like shipping labels to Canadians anymore, starting tomorrow. But like, yeah, it's not like shipping has been closed to the US, you know, like even if you did have to pay a tariff, which I would hate, I wouldn't want you to have to do that because I know shipping is already expensive, but like there are companies in Europe who like who have always charged tariffs on my work, you know? No, we didn't pick charms with Janelle yet. I'm gonna show Janelle my charms. Actually, I should have showed her first. This is the second last week. And then I will show Janelle the charms. But yes, we're gonna write moments in gold foil on her cover. And then Janelle, you said your daughter loves blue. I'll show you the blue journal that I have as well. It's like a super light blue. Ooh, Anderson, I have no idea how that would work. But yeah, like if you guys have like serious ideas that will work, please feel free to message me on Instagram, because then I will actually be able to remember and act on it instead of just kind of acknowledging your comment here. Media mail. I have never heard of that. A line stamp. Okay. Well, getting a little bit of a cramp, but it worked. Hey, Amy. Thanks for joining. Okay, so Janelle, let's choose a charm for this journal. It's going to say moments here under the airplane. So we'll choose a charm. I'm going to do that on my own time tomorrow because I'm not good enough at it for it to be an enjoyable process to watch on camera. And then we'll do your daughter's as well. We'll grab her a blue journal, and if you want to choose charms and a word for on hers as well, we can do that too. So let's do that right away. And then Janelle, you're welcome to head to bed if you want to. I'm just so glad you could join for a bit. Feeling like a cool kid, yeah. Okay, so I have a ton of charms now, Janelle. So first of all, I've got letter charms, and I think you had the gold J and W last time, but I do have other options too. I've got white, pink, black, and you can pair charms. So you can do either 2 on one bookmark or 2 on separate bookmarks. Then I've got some kind of like accent charms, little stars in different colors, stones in different colors, and little diamonds. And then this is where it gets more fun. I've got lemons over here, little like glass style lemons, little strawberries, these leaves. Yes, Janelle is here, Calico Cat Mom in the flesh. Those leaves, I've got these little flowers come in light pink, white, and red. And sorry, this is going to be like way too many options for you to absorb, but just let me know if you see one you like. A bunch of different style pink bows, bigger, smaller, whatever. Some gold bows as well. These little turtles. A bunch of different types of shells. So I've got shells more like mussels. I've got starfish, little sand dollars, these kind of shells, shells with pearls inside, butterflies in white, light pink, dark pink, and blue, ladybugs, little tiny bees, a bunch of moths, a bunch of cats. I don't know if any of them are calico. Yeah, I do have a calico one in here. A bunch of cats. Then we've got miscellaneous in different colors, little coffee cup, and then the pom-poms, which you saw on some other people's journals. Whew, okay. Pink P&J and a turtle. Cute. And if you changed your mind seeing other ones as I was, or like as you had already left your comment, you can still change it. That is fine. Pink P&J. So I won't be able to fit 3 charms all on one ribbon, but what if I do P and J together and then the turtle on the next one? Okay, and then you don't need to tell me yet, but you can be thinking already about ones for your daughter's journal. I should show you what the light blue looks like. Or I guess you already saw it when I showed this Brooks journal here. So this is what the light blue one looks like. If you want that one for your daughter. Where did I put your journal? Here it is. I have too many journals surrounding me at the moment. Irene, the organizer was just from Amazon. Just a random Amazon find. All right, let's do P and J in pink. And then we'll do your little turtle. Whoop. No, I do not, Caitlin. Unfortunately. Ooh, any blue charms. Okay. Well, we definitely have the blue pom-pom, which matches really well. Do you think she'd like a pom-pom, or is that too... I know the pom-poms are kind of niche. I never want to just assume that everyone likes them as much as I do, but I've got other blue charms too. I know the blue pom-poms just match the blue journals so perfectly. Pom-pom? Okay. Then we'll do one pom-pom. And do you guys have any thoughts on what we should pair with the pom-pom for Janelle's daughter? Ooh, gold bow. That's cute. That's a great idea. Let me set aside this blue journal and grab her a new blue journal. Oh, Camille, are you new to like calligraphy, bullet journaling, that kind of stuff? Just want to check, make sure everything looks good on the journal. Okay, we're good. Fairly new. I would start with the Crayola Super Tips pack of 100. That's what I always recommend to people who are new. They're not brush pens. They'll be like this, but especially if you're wanting to start on more of a budget, like you can get the whole pack of 100 of these for like $10 or one of these for like $5, you know? So I would get the whole pack of 100 Crayola Super Tips, especially right now, back to school sales. That's the perfect time to grab them. And then if there are colors that you find you're missing, like I found that the Crayola Super Tips were missing the like super light colors. So then I like to fill in the gaps with Tombows, Zig Brushables, stuff like that. And those are also good for like a different style of hand lettering, you know? They're a little bit more difficult to learn with because of the brush tip. It like, you have to figure out your pressure and all that kind of stuff, but they have great colors and they make for really fun hand lettering once you get the hang of them. Okay, wait. I'm gonna put some candidates to pair with the blue pom-pom and you guys tell me what you think. White butterfly, yes, there is a calico cat. Yes, Janelle. Do you want to swap? I'll swap it for you if you want to. I wouldn't even bat an eye if you wanted to swap. Okay, so pairing with the blue pom-pom for her daughter. We've got blue pom-pom. And then we could do like a little bee, a little starfish. a white butterfly, a bow, or... Okay, these are my front runner candidates for her daughter's journal. What do you guys think? And Janelle, if you want to choose one, just choose one. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Oh, sorry, I put that right off camera, didn't I? I know, the bow matches the journal so perfectly. Ooh, puzzle piece. I'm glad I looked up at just the right time. Because yesterday that got... Oh, yes. That makes sense, Janelle. It is fitting because we do have a turtle theme too, and a calico cat theme. Janelle, would you like to choose one to pair with the blue pom-pom, or do you want us to vote? I know some people have already put their votes. I feel like they're all such cute options, and just like so delicate with the blue. Excuse my reach. All the way across the camera. You like the bow? Perfect. A wonderful choice. And then, Janelle, would you like the gold foil cover design on her journal as well? And if so, what would you like to say? And if you wanted to say her name and you don't want to share that online, just DM me. I do not mind. I know, there's so many options. Oh, butterfly instead? No problem. Another great choice. I mean, obviously I buy charms that I like, but I feel like there was no wrong answer in that situation. And yeah, if you want it to say something on her cover, okay, let me write that down. And I will get that on there for her. Oh, Janelle, I remember in your early journals writing doing little sections for her school and your son's school, like what they were learning as well. Are they in middle school, high school by now? All right, give me a moment, you guys. I haven't charmed a pom-pom in like a week. Okay. Be good to me, pom-pom. Okay, one of each. Crazy. They play hard to get. Yeah, seriously. They make you work for them, that's for sure. Okay, pom-pom has been secured. I saw a charm bracelet company on Instagram selling this exact charm, this little butterfly, $5 for a single charm and $15 for an assembly fee if you wanted her to put it on for you. And I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Like the pack of 15 was like $2 or $3. Like, I just thought it was hilarious. Very cute charm, but not a $5 charm. That's why it's a freebie in my shop. I know, $5 for just the charm. Like, I totally understand charging for assembling things, like putting it together, because, you know, this takes a few minutes of my day. So that makes sense to charge something for that. But $5 just for the charm, like, that's got to be like a, I don't know, just a huge markup. All right, there we go. What a beautiful charm pairing. And then Janelle, are you good with her name small down here, or would you like to try it larger up the side? I don't have any examples of that yet because that's my tomorrow project, is trying that out. Or stacked calligraphy in the middle. Those were kind of my options. Oh yeah, I'll show you how Ivy's is looking. I did Ivy's right before this live, and then when I started to peel it off, I noticed that 2 of the dots weren't all the way secured, so I need to iron it again. But it could be like stacked Giselle in the middle here, or small in the corner, or all the way down the side. Those are kind of the options that I'm thinking. I just don't have examples of all of them yet. But I'll write that down here so that I can get it just right for you. Aw, hi Giselle. Thanks for joining and for letting your mom use your account. We've been loving working on her journal. This has been such a fun one, Janelle. I tell them all the time that I always love when Janelle is the one who ordered because she has such good taste in colors and themes. Like, it's so much more fun making a journal when it's like themes that I would actually choose for myself. I did one journal one time that was entirely video game and board game themes, like, and not like the usual ones, but like obscure like Dungeons and Dragons references and stuff. And I'll be honest, that one was a grind to get me to get through. Oh, she didn't like that's hilarious. Yes, Jess, it was Ivy. That was the surprise. Okay, so yeah, Janelle, if you want to choose how she wants her name, and then also if you do want a name page, Giselle, I can show you what I've been doing lately for people is like, I'll just do the name page and then the other pages are empty, but you can choose like a color or a theme or something like that. I can show you a few that I've got here. Ivy has this little ocean one, and then the one for Brooke that I just showed you. Let me see what else I have within my reach. Name page, perfect. Let's do it. Laura did this name page. Let me start my lo-fi chill beats from the beginning. I'm so sorry the music is so repetitive. It's just the only one that doesn't give me a copyright strike when I repost the replay to YouTube. Name page, okay. So for name page, is there a color or a key doodle or anything like that that you would like? We could match it to the bookmarks, like use a light blue and have like a butterfly doodle or something. Unless you have something different in mind. I know it's my signature sound. Unfortunately, it's just kind of an annoying signature sound. I don't hate it. It's better than the one that we found that played Happy Birthday like 6 times throughout the 2-hour loop or whatever, but still pretty meh. Blue and anything dance related. Oh, the tough part is I know nothing about dance. So what is dance related? Does anyone want to fill me in here on dance related doodles? Okay, ballet shoes. That was like the one thing that came to my mind. Okay, so that's everyone's idea of dance. This is actually hilarious. But okay, that makes me feel like I know more about dance than I think I do because I had the exact same idea as everyone else. Janelle, that's the exact theme that I mentioned to these guys one time. One of the most random themes I've gotten was from Janelle, a very specific request to have a zebra with a flower crown. And it went a lot better than I expected, but I was a little bit kind of taken aback when I got that request. I was like, what? Where do you want me to start with that? But we made it work. And it was actually pretty cute in the end. Okay, so dance doodles. That would be cute, hey? Just like kind of this coming down from the top of the page and then her name underneath. What do we think about that? I'm gonna screenshot that. I can't actually see your comments while I'm here on Pinterest, so I'm gonna scan for other ideas and then go back and look at your comments. But I feel like all of these are either ballet shoes or like stick figures. I'm not huge into drawing people, so I would be very hesitant to tackle one of these. I'm gonna screenshot this one too, just for like different ballet slipper angles. Okay, let me hop back into TikTok and see. Just music symbols. Okay. Oh, dances hip hop and K-pop. Ooh, dance symbols. What are dance symbols? See, that was my big question, was that the only thing I know about dance for doodles is ballet. But I was like, does liking dance equal liking ballet? I don't think so. Okay. Oh. Let's try hip hop. Hip hop doodles. And none of them that I'm seeing anyways are directly related to like the dancing side of things, you know? Okay, well, if she has a specific hip-hop doodle in mind or dance doodle in mind, let me know, Janelle, and I can try my best. But if not, yeah, we'll probably just go like the music notes or butterfly to match her bookmark, or her ribbon charm, sorry. Because, yeah, most of these are not really given dance. They're just giving, like, yeah. Oh. K-pop heart. K-pop heart. Is it one that I just saw? Thank you, Sal. That is one of my most viewed YouTube videos. I loved that theme. K-pop heart. I'm guessing it's something that I just saw on here, but I don't remember seeing it. K-pop heart. Oh boy. Did I scroll right past it? K-pop. That's funny. K-pop heart. Okay. Oh. Oh, fingers making heart. Oh, I didn't realize that was K-pop. Okay, so like you want me to just draw hands making a heart? It's hard for me to do that with the camera the way that it is. I know, Odie the cat. I can't see comments when I'm scrolling on Pinterest, that's why. I have gotten a little bit dumber since having kids, but I'm not quite that dumb. Okay, yeah, I had no idea that that was a K-pop heart. Okay, so let me find that then on Pinterest. K-pop heart. And then we will get to work. Sorry, this took like a million years to figure out. We can do this. Oh, oops. Oh no. That's funny, Janelle. Okay, so let me find maybe like a light brown to outline that in. That's a good one. I don't really want to do black, I don't think, because I want to pair it with... Could do this one paired with the light blue. Just to outline things. Whew, I'm nervous. Drawing a hand is hard. Yeah, I always called them finger hearts too. Okay, I can do this, right? First line. Second line. Ay. Knuckle, number 1. Number 2. 3. The wrist coming down. This is where the fingernail goes. Okay. Now starting here, I need to draw the next fingers coming up to like there. Next finger coming up to there. It looks so much weirder when you do it yourself than when you just look at it. It makes sense. But then when you do it yourself, it's like, what am I drawing? This is what the picture said, right? Okay. And then we will write her name. To be honest, you guys, I am not sure how I feel about it. So I'm going to fix it off camera. Because it's not bad, but it's not my best. So we're going to do some touch-ups when I don't have the pressure of the camera and lights on me. But at least we have a starting point. Bam, bam. It looks meh. I would not say good, but I'm gonna figure it out in privacy. Yes, a bracelet around the wrist would be cute. No further peaks. And then I'm gonna put on her name tomorrow on the cover. Oh yeah, small heart above the fingertips. You guys are right. So many ideas, but I'm gonna spice it up tomorrow when I don't have any cameras on me because I'm feeling a little bit intimidated by it. Okay, so Janelle's journal. Aw, thank you so much for joining, Janelle. It was awesome to have you. We just need to finish up your yearly spreads and then your journal is going to be ready for the mail. Thank you so much for coming. Have a good night. Yes, Danielle, that does work on top of Crayolas. Okay, so we did officially finish December in Janelle's journal. So that means all the months are done, which I think I actually need to pull up my Instagram to see what Janelle was thinking for yearly spreads because she updated them not too long ago, so I didn't have all of them saved in my little form that I fill out for her. Okay, so beginning of the year. Family vision board, Maui concerts. Yes, that's what we need. Okay. So what themes do you guys think we should use for, or theme, singular, should we use for her yearly spreads? You need to think like Janelle. So Janelle, she likes very soft colors like pastel, pinks, yellows, blues, and then very like earthy greens, browns, that kind of stuff. Oh, did I not finish the plaid on one of the boxes? Okay, I will. That's what we know about Janelle. She likes very soft and earthy things. So, oh yeah, you're so right. Oh, thank you, Janelle. Wow, it's a good thing you stayed because I didn't write down your changes and I almost didn't do your Polaroid theme. So we're gonna do the Polaroid camera theme very similar to what we did in Summer's bullet journal. If you guys remember that one. Just let me finish these and then I'm gonna go pull up the picture that I have of it. Okay, I'm gonna screenshot that because this was Summer's Polaroid theme and Janelle requested the same type of thing for her yearly spreads. So I've got the picture saved here now, as well as the different types of pages that she wants. Well, thanks for sticking around for that extra second, Janelle, because I honestly forgot that you had asked for the Polaroid theme. So that would have been a big oops. So I'm glad you didn't leave right when you said, but thank you so much for joining. I'm glad that worked out today. So for the Polaroid theme, we need a light brown, a bit of a darker brown, a black or like super dark brown, and then we used the like retro Polaroid colors for Summers, which are the Crayola Super Tips. And I don't know if they all have enough ink. I think for sure the blue and the reddy one do. And the yellow, I have a close one. If this one runs out, I do have a close substitute. Oh, Gina, we did this theme in Summer's bullet journal, which is the one we worked on just before Janelle's. So we're gonna do this one in Janelle's here. Okay. Family vision board, 2-page spread. Maui 2026, 2-page spread. Concerts, 2-page spread. Okay. We can do that. Softer yellow. We could could. I feel like that's like the Polaroid, like vintage Polaroid yellow, but the only reason why I think that is because I've seen other bullet journalers use that exact same color for that exact same thing. I don't know, what do we think? Go with the original one or one of the others? Original? Original. Okay, I'm just gonna stick with original. You guys don't need to keep commenting. I've locked that in. I saw enough people say it right away that I'm just gonna go with it. Okay, so we're doing Family Vision Board is the title for this one. And then I didn't ask Janelle what kind of layout she wanted, like if she wanted any sort of boxes or anything, because then I would do like little Polaroid picture frames for the boxes, but we didn't cover that. So I feel like when I think of vision board, I would just leave it completely open other than the headings so that she can like paste in pictures and like, you know, do like big words or whatever if she wants to, you know what I mean? And then what do you guys think? Family vision board. Leave it empty other than the title. And then the next one is Maui 2026, which again, I think I'm gonna leave open other than the title so that she can paste in pictures of like various sizes, you know? I don't wanna restrict her too much. Okay, so good night, Paige. Thanks for joining. I hope your trip goes well. For the title, I'm thinking maybe Family Vision Board, written like right here in this section with like little Polaroid cameras, little Polaroid picture doodles, and then leaving the rest open. Is that good? We could do the title somewhere else, like all the way across the top, and then leave the rest of the page open. I just feel like the middle is kind of cute. Unless you guys have other ideas, then you can put the other ideas in there. Okay. Okay, and last question. Why don't we do a poll? Would someone like to do a poll for this last question, and then we'll actually get started? We'll do a thank you, Aunt Sarah. Sorry, I keep calling you Anderson even though I know your name now. Okay, we'll do a 3-option poll for how we're gonna do the lettering. So the first option is to do it all in black, Family Vision Board. Second option is to do each word a different color, Family Vision Board. And then third option is to do each letter a different color. So kind of like we did here in July, cycling through the letters. So option 1, plain black Family Vision Board. Option 2, each word is a color, blue, red, yellow. And option 3, each letter is its own color, like this, for Family Vision Board. Let that poll go for a sec. Okay, Caitlin votes 2 in case it's close. Oh, 2-1. Okay, perfect. Then let's do it. Family. Vision. Board. Okay, and then we'll do a few little cameras and photos as kind of the doodle. Oh, whoops, that was not meant to be quite that big. My mistake. I was thinking I was drawing the outside like this circle around the lens, but I picked up the wrong color. So I guess the camera will be a little bit bigger than I thought, but that's okay. Live and we learn. I'm gonna do it at an angle. Hey Jacqueline, how are ya? Wavy Jess, hey, it has been a while. How are you? Oh, good. Yes, we did reveal it today, Jack. Did you have a guess? You should tell me your guess, if you had one. So many of you guys guessed it right. I gave like 2 hints. They were pretty strong hints, I guess, but so many of you guys guessed it like right away. Yes, you were right, Jack. It was Ivy. Okay. How's that? Should I just leave it like that, or should I, maybe I should darken up the bottom half of each letter. That's usually my go-to. Few sparkles. Okay, simple line border. What do you guys think? A border or leave it open? I don't mind the idea of just like a rounded corner border in like this dark color or something. Yes, it is Ivy's first custom. I'm just gonna add a few like little squiggles. Yeah, that is the tricky thing, is knowing whether to add a border, even though it could possibly interfere with like pictures that she wanted to paste in or something. Or just leave it. Open. Leave it open. Okay, well maybe we'll leave it open then. I know that's the thing, is like if you're just pasting over a border, whatever, but I guess writing it would get in the way. But also it would be very easy to add yourself. Not that you would necessarily think to add anything yourself if you're getting a custom journal, you know, it should be ready to just write, but you could if you wanted to. Okay, I might just leave it as it is for now, and then if we want to later on, we can add something later. Okay, so family vision board. The next 2 pages that she wants up at the start here are a Maui 2026 page and then a concerts page. Oh yeah, totally, Linda. Okay, so for Maui 2026, I'm thinking maybe similar sort of thing, but then have, instead of little camera doodles in the corner, have little Polaroid photos with like Maui related doodles, like palm trees, like a starfish, something like that. So like similar, keep the title in the middle. She can paste pictures around like a little scrapbook sort of look. And then instead of these little cameras, we would have like bigger Polaroid photos, maybe like a couple with little Hawaii themed doodles. What do you think? Yeah, that's true, Kristen. We should do a sea turtle. I could do it in one of the corners. I just feel like it looks so cute in the middle when you're like, you know, when you're pasting things around, to have that like middle kind of symmetry locked in, I feel like is kind of nice. But I don't know, I never actually use a vision board, so. Okay. I think we're mostly on the same page. I could do across the top. Maui 2026. Little Polaroids. I'm just trying to decide if I want to do a vote or just put it in the middle, because that's what I was originally thinking. I might just put it in the middle. I kind of, just based on the few comments, I'm feeling like that would win anyways, so maybe let's just skip the voting process and do it. See you, Sarah. Thank you for joining. Christina. All right, let's do a little sea turtle like we did that other month, and it will match her turtle charm. I'm gonna look at how we did it in May. Okay, yeah, we did dark shells, lighter fins. I'm gonna grab the exact same colors. Sun on a Polaroid, yeah, that's a good thought. I'll put the little turtle up here. We will do some white on his shell, some white gel pen. And maybe here I'll do a little palm tree. I was just about to zoom in on him like I have been doing on my iPad. Now I'm getting so used to doing the digital art for my pre-made journal. There we go, little flower on his shell. But now that I used white, I gotta let this dry before we can go on to the next page. Family vision board, Maui 2026. The next one at the beginning here is going to be concerts, and then I feel like we should do a name page for her. She didn't officially ask for one, but like, you don't, that's just part of it. Yeah, seriously, Nikki, I know, like, I'm trying to zoom in, undo, I just can't. I didn't do white gel pen on the letters for this one. They're a little bit thinner than some of my letters are with like the Tombos. And so I'm not sure if I should. I feel like it might be a little bit too, like my white gel pen might be a little bit too heavy for on there. Christina Ballerina, definitely physical. I am not great at digital art. But I've just been having to do it so much for my pre-made journals. But so I am getting better and getting used to it more, but definitely my preference would still be a physical journal. Okay, is this dry yet? Not quite. Okay. And the next one is going to be concerts. Little camera over here. I suppose we could do that. Just one little camera. I'm trying to decide if I want to or if I want to leave it. I kind of like, yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure yet. Oh, Andy, we are working on a custom bullet journal order for Janelle. So it's a full 12-month journal for 2026. We did it all by hand. And we just finished December today. So we're basically done. We're just doing her yearly spreads. And then I have a few pages to catch up on because at the beginning she hadn't yet locked in what she wanted here. As kind of her other monthly spread. So we do have a few months worth of monthly spreads to do. Just the one page. But okay, I think I might leave it for now. Okay. And then this one's gonna be concerts. So I could do the title concerts in the middle since we have been doing all of our titles in the middle for this. I'm just trying to think if I want to do something different here. Concerts. And like a single camera underneath. Well, she did specifically ask for the Polaroid theme. So I want to stick with the Polaroid theme. I nearly forgot to do the Polaroid theme for her. I want to make sure that we actually stick with it. Let me think here. Concerts. Yeah. Word concert as stacked calligraphy. Just deciding if I want to do like concert and then like a big camera underneath. Or like I feel like if I just do concerts and then doodles, it's maybe that would work. I don't know why I'm overthinking this one. I could do the whole Polaroids hanging thing, just I haven't done any of that yet. You know, I feel like we've got a very clear kind of theme that we've been doing, so I don't know if that would... I don't know why I'm feeling so like just brain fried right now. This is not a difficult decision. I don't know about the camera printing one, because I feel like that would be even smaller than if I did Polaroid pictures up at the top, like the actual word concerts. You know? Like, I think right now I'm leaning towards just sticking with what we've been doing, word in the middle and then doodles around it. I was just kind of trying to decide if I should do a big doodle underneath or split the word and then do little doodles around like we have been. That is kind of my more of the debate that's going on in my head is concerts, big camera with little pictures beside it, or concerts and then little doodles around like the other one. Color changing word in the middle. Oh boy. Okay, I just need to focus here. Concerts, that's what we'll do. Let me just think of how I want to split the word. Maybe I'll split it into 3 rows so that I can still do the each row is its own color, even though it's not a separate word. Wait, maybe, do I want to do... Yeah, I think I want to do 3 letters on the top row. Con... and CERTS. Let me think here. C-E... yeah, I think I like that. R. And then I can do a taller T. And then an S. And fill that gap there with a doodle. There. That is how we will split it. Hey Carson. Yes, I can show you how December weeklies turned out. And did you have a guess? So many of you guys guessed it, right? So if you had a guess. All right. It was Ivy. Yes, you were right, Carson. Okay, and you wanted to see the December weeklies. They honestly turned out so cute. December, I don't enjoy drawing in this style with like the very fine detail, like black outlines with all the little gaps to make them soft, you know. It's not my favorite style to actually execute, but it always looks so cute. So these are how the weeklies turned out. And that's it. And then, oh, Ivy. I didn't realize you were still here. And then she chose her charms. And she's going to have a gold foil word written underneath. And then she got one for her daughter as well with charms. And a name page that I'm stressing about. I don't usually, I don't know. I feel like I don't usually get shaken up by doodles, but that one challenged me. Okay. OG Nan Annie. So Janelle requested that all these pages at the back of her journal just be titled moments. So everyone is going to, that's a lot. I'm basically just going to like hunker down and calligraphy the word moments onto all of these pages that she's going to use for even more memories. Just like collaging, essentially just like open spaces, but with a title. Oh, sorry. You don't have a username, so that makes it hard for me to respond to you. The price depends on months, depends if you're using a discount code, depends on a number of factors, but it is in the hundreds and I don't have any available anytime soon. I take one order at a time, spend over a month finishing it, and I just took that order yesterday, so I don't have a, you know, an ETA for when the next one will be available. Yes, Ivy did order a 12-month, so we are locked in to another big one. In a good way. All right, so I'm gonna put a camera over here, and then we'll just sprinkle a few of the little like Polaroid pictures blowing in the wind over here. The December theme is one that I've had sitting in my bullet journal Pinterest board for a while. It was like a little kind of art print that gave me the idea. And then we all voted on it, of course. There was that and a number of other theme ideas that we voted on. Yes, Vanessa, there would be flip throughs of journals of all different lengths on my YouTube channel. Oh yes, sorry Janice, I certainly can. Just give me a second. I'm gonna finish my train of thought here on this page. Wait, what did Amber say? Oh yeah, gotcha. No problem, Janice. I also was tempted to like drag, like do a color drop to this strap. Spending too much time in Procreate. Oh, the blue. It's a zebra mild liner brush pen. I have never been able to find the names on here. Someone told me that the names were written on here in English, but I am not seeing anything like that. So I don't think I can give you the name, unfortunately. But that's what it is. It's a zebra mild liner brush pen. I'm trying to remember if it's smoke blue or if that's the other zebra mild liner blue that I like. Because I know there's one that I order and reorder called smoke blue, but I don't remember if it's this one. They have a brush tips only in some of their colors, and some of my favorite colors by them, unfortunately, they don't have brush tips. But I do like their brush pens. Like, they're just as good as a Tombow. They just don't have as much variety. Okay, a little music note. Microphone. Looks like an ice cream cone, but in very depressing colors for an ice cream cone. And then what's the next one? Just another music note. I think that's what I'm gonna do. And then I wanna show you all the pages, Janice. Okay, so January, we did this little ski lodge theme, which we need to do this page yet. That's one of our missing ones. I thought of doing a vinyl Anderson, but sorry, Sarah, but then I changed my mind. These are the weeklies that we did for January. For February, yeah, it's like ice cream sludge. We chose this little chocolate covered strawberry theme with these weeklies. March, we did a sushi theme for Janelle with these weeklies. April, we did a mango theme, and the layout here with the Dutch door was inspired by Patricia on the Lettering and Me Instagram account. These are the weeklies for April. May, we did sea turtles. This was her Hawaii themed month. Back to the January weekly layout. We cycled through each weekly layout every like 4 months. June, we did a bees and lavender theme. Back to the February weekly layout. July, we did this little beach towel theme. These are my favorite weeklies in the journal. August, we did a farmer's market theme. Back to the April weekly layout. And then September, we did fall leaves. Love this favorite moments page. Turned out very cute. And then back to the January layout. October, we did a calico cat theme for her. And then these are the weekly spreads. November, we did a teddy bear theme with these weekly spreads. And then we just finished December, which was this little cozy breakfast theme. And that is it. We are just finishing up the yearly spreads here. Thanks, Janice. Okay, so we've got her 3 beginning of the journal spreads. Then I'm thinking let's do a name page for her up here. And I'm thinking of maybe making her name page like more exactly what we did for this one. Different doodles in the pictures, but like the big cameras and stacking her name in black. And then, yeah, we need to do our favorite or her favorite moment spreads for January, February, and March because she hadn't locked in that page yet at that point. So we do still have a little bit of work to do in this journal. And I probably should go to bed, but I'll just do the name page. Okay, Janelle. And then we'll do some cameras. Oh, Angela, I always regret staying up later. They're up at 5. Well, my baby is up at 5. And I just suck at sleeping in general, so I'm usually lying awake by 3 or 4. Okay. I think I'm gonna make these cameras more slanted. I know in the original they weren't slanted, but I meant to make them slanted. I just didn't. Because I started lining things up with the dot grid. But this time is my chance to redeem myself. It is 10 for me, which is my stated bedtime, but I don't remember the last time I was in bed by 10. Oh, my circle maker. Yeah, no, it didn't come out in this journal at all. Definitely should. I love my circle maker. I mean, I love it, but also it's like a ruler, and I just am too impatient and stubborn to do that. Oh, that sounds amazing, Angela. Yeah, when we lived in a different time zone, like we were an hour different, and my baby was waking up at 5 in that time zone, so I was so excited to move because I was like, oh, then he'll be waking up at 6, like that's gonna be, you know. Still, I would never choose to be up at 6. I'm definitely more of a night owl than a morning person. But still, I was like, 6 o'clock sounds human at least. Like, you can function at 6 o'clock. But then we moved here and like within a week, he was back to 5 a.m. on this time zone. I have no idea how he swung that, but I am excited for the day when he sleeps. Hey, Patty. Okay, Stevie, yeah, function is generous. I struggle to function that early, but it works. Oh, Linda, yeah. I feel you. I find myself up at that hour very regularly. He goes to bed around 8. between 7:30 or 8, but I can always hear him playing till at least 8, like just making noise in his crib. Oh yeah, Angela. And my toddler is more like that now. Like, he's always been a really good napper, but he was a very bad sleeper as a baby. But when it clicked for him, it clicked. Like, now he's a great sleeper, great napper, everything. But my little guy is just a disaster. This marker is running dry. I have a replacement though, so I should probably just pull that out at this point. Oh, Christina, yeah. Like, yeah, I get the whole newborn bliss stage in a way, because like they're so cute, but also sleep is just so brutal. I feel like that sucks so much of the joy out of the young ages for me, because my boys have just both been pretty difficult in that department. And yeah. I mean, I'm difficult in that department, so I'm the problem, but they don't help with it. Hey, Tunde. All right, let's sprinkle a few Polaroid pictures. Okay, and then I'm thinking for in the pictures, we should do maybe a sea turtle for her charm, a calico cat, and one other thing, because I'll do 3. What else should we do? Teddy bear, mango, sushi, so many options. I'm just gonna do the camera straps like I had in Summer's journal to kind of yeah, we'll do turtle. Sushi, that's true. She did choose the sushi theme. What's the other theme she left up to us? She did also choose the mango theme though. So we could do that also. Okay, so sea turtle. She chose the sea turtles. Well, she chose Hawaii, we chose sea turtles. She chose summer vacation, we chose that little beach theme. She chose mangoes, she chose sushi, she chose calico cat. The rest were up to us. Cat. Let me see how I did the cat that actually turned out well. That was this little guy. Maybe I'll just do like the head of a cat. orange did we use for our Calico Cat? Yeah, I think it was that one. And then a dark gray. You guys think fruit or sushi would seem out of place? Okay. Oh, Alex Ivy purchased the next custom journal. I know we did a lot of turtles, but they match. Like the beach towel. The teddy bear was animal-ish, but not exactly an animal. Sushi, polish. Teddy would fit well. Okay, fine. We'll do Teddy. Oh wait, where's my, I used a light for the nose, and then what color did I use for the bear itself? Oh yeah, here. I'm just gonna do Teddy because it does fit the vibe. Okay. And then I'm just trying to decide if I want to add some little like squiggles and doodles. Like what I did over here, you know, like the little kind of confetti sort of stuff. Maybe I will. I feel like this page doesn't have a lot of blue or yellow, so I'm going to use blue and yellow to add some of that sort of stuff. Okay. I should put something in here. There we go. I think I'm gonna call it there for her title page. So we are going to actually finish this for real tomorrow afternoon. We're so close. We need to do the missing favorite moments pages from January, February, March. And then this part I feel like can be on or off camera. I mean, everything has been on camera so far, but this part, like all she wants is the title moments on these last empty pages, which there's a lot of them. So it's going to be very repetitive. So tomorrow I plan to be on in the afternoon. Let me take you guys down. Oh, sorry, one sec. Okay, that's better. Let me pull you guys down. I plan to be on in the afternoon tomorrow, and then not again until next week, but next week we will start on Ivy's journal, and hopefully I will be able to like fully launch those other journals. I will show you what I do with the K-pop heart. I have an idea. I was really shaken up by this one. I feel like I haven't struggled this much with a name page in a long time. So I have an idea. I think I'm going to color it all in and then add like, yeah, some bracelets, sparkles, that kind of stuff. I feel like we'll be able to save it, but yeah, it's definitely not my favorite where it's at right now. So I am going to fix that up, and tomorrow we'll be back to finish this up. I'll show you how that turns out. And yeah. I hope you guys have a good rest of your evening. Well, probably should go to bed. I don't think I can go to bed until I finish that K-pop heart page. So I'm going to be up for a little while yet, finishing that off. And then, yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow in the afternoon. I am going to be posting very soon on Instagram with polls about how you guys like the customization, whether you like it down at the bottom here or in the middle or down the side or whatever. So keep your eyes open on Instagram for those sorts of stories, because I need to lock that in, and I need to figure out the US shipping thing before I can hard launch those journals, which will hopefully happen early next week. So I really want to like figure those things out. But thank you all very much for joining, and I will see you guys